Welcome in. Today, I'm going to be showing you the fastest way to unlock Mystic Gold and Opal camos in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, since the release of Season 1 Reloaded, Citadelle Des Morts has proven to be the fastest map to grind for these camos legitimately. Now, this is excluding glitches like God Mode glitches and other ones within any of these maps. So if you're looking to get to Nebula camo as fast as possible, you're in the right place. Now let's hop right into a game here, and I'm going to explain to you everything I do to speed up the camo grinding process on this map. So the first thing I would do is I would turn on the Rampage Inducer, and you're pretty much going to leave it on the entire match. Overall, this will speed up the camo grinding process in total, and this also will help trim your in-game time down to about an hour per game. Now, if you're not super confident in surviving in the late 20s or 30s with the Rage Inducer activated, don't worry. I'll explain what you can do to speed up this process without the Rampage Inducer later in this video, so make sure to stick around. So now that the Rampage Inducer is on, you're going to want to speed through a handful of rounds in the spawn room until the first bug round. This is when we're going to start opening all the doors. Side note, I like to keep this left door to the spawn closed since we'll be coming back in training here very soon. But before we open the right spawn door, we're going to break this piece of glass and grab this cheese cube. Doing the Rat King Easter egg gives us a chance to get free ether tools and Pack-a-Punch crystals. And if we get these early in the game, this will help us manage our salvage and points so that we can focus on upgrading our weapon we're trying to get the headshot challenges done with. So now we are going to open all the doors up until Pack-a-Punch, and we're going to be interacting with the rats around the map to get this Rat King Easter egg completed. I'll also link a video if you don't know all the locations of the rats. So we're going to open up the middle door, then we're going to move all the way down to Pack-a-Punch, and finally kill the Doppelghost to unlock the Pack-a-Punch. Once that is completed, and you've collected 9 to 10 rats, place your cheese in front of these rats in the corner across from the Pack-a-Punch machine. If you're lucky, you'll get an ether tool or a Pack-a-Punch crystal. If you're not, well, you're just going to have to keep going on. In this game, I was not very lucky. Now that we have Pack-a-Punch open, I would prioritize getting Vulture first so that we can begin to rack up salvage and upgrade our weapons. This should always be the first perk that you buy on this map. Quick tip, before starting the game, make sure that you equip a suppressor to get extra salvage drops on the weapon that you're using, as well as the carry-on luggage augment for Vulture. This is going to give you a chance at getting more salvage drops from headshots. And the more salvage, the better. This perk makes it extremely easy to get golden guns in this game, and having golden weapons makes the headshot grind a whole lot faster. Moving on, we're going to train and stack up some essence and salvage in the mess hall cafeteria area. I think, it's the room with all the swords. I don't know exactly what it's called. Do this for 5 or 6 rounds to stack up a bit of money as well as salvage. And you're going to want to prioritize getting Pack-a-Punch tier 1 and Stamina. Stamina is pretty crucial since we have the Rage Inducer activated. There's going to be a lot of super sprinters on every round. Quick side note, I had a terrible first down. It ended up working out because I accidentally picked up a free elemental pop can earlier, and this perk can kill your headshot grinds because it can steal your headshots away from you by activating ammo mods. So I would try to avoid elemental pop entirely. Obviously, you're going to probably get Jug, and these are the 2 augments I use with that perk, and I'd recommend getting Quick Revive and using the Dying Wish augment on that because that can save you. Can't tell you how many times it saved me. Now, while you're saving up salvage and essence, I'd also recommend doing another side Easter egg that gets you free PhD. Like Stamina, PhD is super helpful for moving around fast with the Rage Inducer on, and I would recommend activating both of these augments that give you sliding buffs. To do the Easter egg, you're literally just going to grab 3 bottles that are located in the room next to Pack-a-Punch, across from Stamina, and in the corner of the room with all the swords. And then you're just going to run all the way back to spawn and activate this Easter egg by interacting with this tray. And once you're done serving drinks, you are going to be rewarded with PhD. If you die and lose this perk, you can get it again from the Wonder Fizz that spawns in on round 25 above the bar in the spawn. Now, I would probably wait to complete the PhD Easter egg until you have all of your perks that you want so that you aren't having to spend extra money on the perks you haven't acquired yet. The only other two I would recommend are Speed Cola for obvious reasons, and Deadshot. And side note, if you're using shotguns for this camo grind, feel free to equip the Hipfire Augment because it's pretty nice to have. That was a mouthful, but those are all the perks and augments that I would recommend using on this map to make it a lot faster. Now let's backtrack a little bit. While you're obtaining your perks, you should also be leveling up the rarity of the gun that you're doing your headshot challenges with, as well as purchasing a secondary weapon that has the OPAL camo challenges unlocked. This way we can work on 2 weapons simultaneously. In this game, I have Mystic Gold challenges completed for both the assault rifle and shotgun classes, which means that I can begin to complete the OPAL challenges for these guns while I grind for headshots on my SMGs. Now, the new boss on Citadel is the Doppelgast, which is considered a special zombie. Similar to Manglers, we can kill these enemies to complete the OPAL camo challenges. You need to get 30 in total to finish a gun. These are way easier to kill than Manglers, and 1 to 2 of them spawn every round, meaning that you can finish a gun's OPAL challenges in a little under an hour, which is incredibly fast compared to Liberty Falls or Terminus. And to make this even easier, equip the new Light Mend ammo mod to both your guns in your game because it shreds the Doppelgast special enemies. Just make sure that you're killing these special zombies with the weapon that has the OPAL challenge unlocked. So for me, that was this shotgun. And once you have a bunch of perks, you're pretty much just going to be upgrading the weapon you're doing headshot challenges with until it's max gold and Pack-a-Punch 3. You don't really need to upgrade your secondary past like Pack-a-Punch level 1 and blue because you can damage the special zombies with your primary weapon and leave a small bit of health for you to take them out with your secondary. And with Vulture, you're going to be stacking up a lot of salvage very fast, and you should have a golden weapon by round 22 or 25. And you could probably even have your secondary weapon gold by around round 30. Having golden weapons just helps you fly through camo progression. Citadel is the only map on Black Ops 6 at the moment with Vulture as a perk machine. So if you're grinding camos on the other maps, you're gonna have to wait till round 25 to get it out of the Wonder Fizz, or you're gonna have to use all your nice rare GobbleGums like Perkaholic, On the House, or Soda Fountain. I'd rather just buy it from a perk machine. Now, earlier I mentioned a way to make camo progression fast even without using Rampage Inducer if you just didn't want to have to deal with those super sprinters. I still recommend using up till like the 20s, but if you want to turn it off, you can, and just make sure to activate as many SAM trials as possible. Now, you can disregard the challenge that the SAM trial gives you because all we care about are these extra zombies that it's spawning for you in the 1 to 2 minutes that it's activated. All the zombies from the SAM trials will have purple eyes, and I don't believe it spawns any armored zombies, so it makes it really easy to get extra headshots. And if you're in the mid to late 20s, you're going to be seeing like an extra 100 zombies in that 1 to 2 minute period that the trial's activated. So even without Rampage Inducer, you're still going to be quickly progressing through headshots, even if you're in your games a little bit longer. Now, I would recommend that you call an exfil on round 31 or 36, depending on, what camo you're working on and how many you have left to complete it. This just seems to be way more efficient than going to 41 since your damage tends to drop off in the late 30s. If you exfil on round 31 or 36, your game should run about an hour long if you have the Rampage Inducer on the entire time. In this game, I had around 800 headshots left to complete for this SMG. I finished it on round 30, but I could have been a lot faster. I only used 1 SAM trial throughout this entire game, so I could have gotten it a lot sooner if I was just hitting every SAM trial that popped up. If you really want to test your skills, you can have Rampage Inducer on and do the SAM trials. It does get a bit crowded in the spawn room, I will say. That's one way to get better at the game, that's for sure. Now, using Rampage Inducer and SAM trials, I typically rack up around 1,000 to 1,300 headshots in a single game, and I normally exfil on round 36, but sometimes I do 31 if I finish a gun early. And then before the game starts, make sure to check your camo challenges after your headshots to unlock Mystic Gold. That way, once you hit the 2,000 headshots, you can just immediately start working on those. So my challenges for this SMG were 300 hipfire kills as well as 300 deadwire kills, which is pretty simple. But like I said, if you're going to round 41, this is going to, make your games a lot longer, and it might just be easier to restart. If you end up getting challenges where you have to kill parasites, you can speed this process up by activating the Lion or Solais sword, and now 4 to 5 extra parasites that glow are going to spawn in pretty much every round. So you're going to be going through that really fast. And the last challenge for Mystic Gold is obviously 15 kills rapidly 10 times. Pretty self-explanatory. I'd also try and do this before the late 30s. And that's why I ended up exfilling on round 41, because I wanted to get the Mystic Gold challenges done. And then I also completed the AS Val Opal challenge because I only had a couple more to do that. So I just figured I'd get it done quick in the same game. But that's pretty much it. And then you're just going to exfil and probably use a mutant injection or attack helicopter. And then you're going to restart. You're going to be ripping through these games in an hour or so and pop on a double XP token or use a double XP weekend like it is this weekend. And this is going to get you a ton of XP really fast. But that's essentially it. This map, easily the best for camo grinding at the moment. I have not gotten to the point where I can do Afterlife or Nebula challenges yet, so I will be revisiting which map is the best for that once I do get those unlocked. But for these two, the majority of you are still on the Opal challenges, and this is a very tedious challenge. And the new special zombie spawns a lot and is really easy to kill, so it just makes this a lot easier to do on this map. Hopefully you guys found this video insightful in some ways. Let me know if there's something that you learned for the first time in this video. And if you're new around here, consider hitting subscribe. We got a bunch more zombies content coming out soon. 3 more DLCs on the way. And I need to stream more on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Check out this video on screen and we'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.